Hello again. This is the second part of our interview, our chat. And we talk about your roles in Rilem as an officer. But I was wondering if you would like to share with us some episodes, some experience, personal experience in Rilem as a young member, something that other people might have experienced as well as you, or a very good experience that is for which is worth to be part of Rilem, for instance. Would you have anything in mind?
Yes, so I have to say the first thing that comes to my mind is a lunch that I had actually even before joining Rilem, let's say officially. So this lunch was back in 2017 in Detroit with Nicolas Rassel, who was the chair of the TAC committee at that time. And so he was the one who, let's say, physically awarded me with the Colonnetti medal. And so remember that during this lunch, I was, Nicola and I were chatting. And so I was telling him about my story. So at that time I was working in the United States, and then I had recently moved to Germany and so on. And so I was comparing the academic system in different countries, so Italy, Germany, the United States, and so on. And so let's say that I remember that Nicola gave me a very useful suggestion, which was, generally speaking, in the academic life and in life in general, so not to complain about things and, let's say, become bitter because things do not go the way you want, or I guess that it's everyone's experience that bureaucracy is a very painful aspect of job and life and so on. So I remember that he suggested to always maintain a proactive approach about this, and rather than complaining about things that do not work, to try to promote things that do work in hopes that also the things that do not work and perhaps people that are involved in things that do not work will be pushed to, I don't know, work better, harder, more, so that in the end, let's say a happy ending could happen. So yeah, I don't know if this was a kind of memory that you had in mind, but let's say, yes, this was my first.
I think that Italians are famous to be whinging people, always complaining. So I'm wondering if Nicola thought about that when he gave you this advice.
So, oh no, another Italian. So I need to
stop complaining and be proactive. It's a very good one.
Like that, yeah.
Thank you, Enrico. Something else, or you?
Oh yeah, let's say that pairing with this lunch, I remembered also dinner 1 or 2 years later in Delft. At this time I was sitting next to Mark Alexander, actually in front of Mark Alexander, who was the former president of Rilem. And I was, let's say, a little surprised that in the end, a new member, so an unknown guy like me could have a very pleasant conversation with, let's say, one of the key people in Rilem. And so I was impressed because Mark was very interested in what I had to say about different topics and so on, also about Rilem itself, of course. And so I think this is, let's say, a kind of a demonstration that everyone may have a role in Rilem, and your voice is always welcome to be heard. So that was my personal experience, but I guess it's statistically representative of the overall experience. So
it's a very precious feedback, Enrico. Thank you for sharing these memories with us. I think that my personal experience, if I might add something, is that, sorry, a little bit of noise in the background. I feel that the Rilem is more a family than an association. By the way I interact with people, you really have that relationship that goes beyond collegiality. It's really, really very nice to be in Rilem. Okay. Enrico, thank you again. Thank you very much for your time and for sharing this information and these memories with us. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.